Gators will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. The give. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity.
Got a lot of running room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He now has 74 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Powers forward. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First down here for the offense. Direct snap. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, But to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He's going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. He's loose. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red sneaking. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion here. 2nd and 10 from the 36. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Give him 96 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start. They go to the ground. Just ran over it. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. No huddle offense to the line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right.
He's off to the races. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On second down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown tie.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Let's it fly. He's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
What one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Alabama! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying. The awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Swings it out to the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with that.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get it to it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
From the gun, the running back has it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's Durham. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive.
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beat me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays, get my offense the ball.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside. And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it takes you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And it took a minute with the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
he'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the left. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Now adjusting. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Out of the gun, looking to throw. They're working that left side. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Handoff keeps working on that clock. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a dub.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there and gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not 30, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking